No one else is in here. So it's not really worth
Yeah.
just us.
Yes, and I am Trips at Trips NXC, and I'm gonna read something for you guys.
Oh no.
How to prevent DOMS. DOMS, of course, is delayed onset muscular soreness. How to prevent it? Don't skip that warm up. As Chrissy Kendall, PhD, explains in her article Sore No More, 3 proven muscle recovery tips. Even something as simple as walking or cycling for 10 minutes pre workout can significantly reduce soreness in the coming days. A little foam rolling is also a great idea, since research has shown it can enhance range of motion before training, relieving stiffness. After rolling for a period, you can then gently ease into lifting with some warm up or ramp up sets. This allows your joints to work through a full range of motion while also increasing blood flow and nutrient delivery to the working muscle groups, Kendall says. When you're warm and feeling strong, you can do your heavy lifting, but not before. Remember, DOMS is related to muscle fiber damage, and if you lift heavy before you've warmed up properly, you'll likely inflict more of it and perhaps injure yourself in the process. A good nutritional tool to have in your arsenal is branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, but there's a catch. You have to take them at the right time. Researchers found that BCAA supplementation before your workout can help increase rates of protein synthesis, suppress muscle protein breakdown, reduce markers of muscle damage, and lessen symptoms of delayed onset muscle soreness, Kendall writes in her article. You know what also works? Fucking water.
Thank God you're not listening to the stream.
Why?
Oh, because I'm dropping a certain soundbite.
My leg! My
Yep.
leg! How to treat DOMS. It used to be that speeding recovery and preventing DOMS was as simple as increasing protein, fats, and carbohydrates intake. This can certainly help overall recovery, but won't have a dramatic impact on soreness. Until recently, the most popular anti-DOMS resource for athletes has been to use
Dude, it
non
sounds like you're saying DOMs like as the sexual term,
yeah,
like a fucking
yes,
dom.
yeah, NSAIDs like ibuprofen. Unfortunately, as Guillermo Escalante writes in Campaign kills your bodybuilding gains. Chronically using these over-the-counter painkillers can impair muscle protein synthesis and damage the liver.
Hashtag Goku gains.
Yeah. HMB, a popular bodybuilding supplement that is a metabolite. Oh, fuck this. Blah, 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 blah. It's called eat food, use water, dumbass.
Eat a banana.
Eat food, use water, and pre-workouts are bullshit. Sorry, they are.
Depends on which ones. I know a couple pre-workouts that are actually good.
Fucking bullshit. Everybody I've ever seen that did the whole pre-workout thing, like they're always like, "Oh, I'm hurting," and then they use water and they're fine.
Well, because they're dumb and they don't fucking work it all off. They work out until they fucking feel itchy and they stop.
What's your best pre-workout? God, fuck out of here. It's called food.
Oh, you saw that too?
Yeah, you want to know what your best pre-workout is? It's fucking food.
Someone put it the best. What is it? Black coffee.
Fuck yeah, food and water. There you
I
go.
I do see. I've done C4, but I also do very light amount of pre-workout, and I don't use it that often.
See, I don't trust anything named C4 because that's an explosive.
Hey, would you rather trust C4 or shit done by Ryback?
I'd rather trust water.
Yeah, but do you know Ryback has his own shit, right?
Yeah, I'd rather trust water, Gatorade, food. I need protein. Eat a fucking hoagie. Eat some chicken before you do it. Jesus Christ. If chicken can cure the common cold, I'm pretty sure it can fucking help you work out. That's right. I will make jokes about this all day long.
Yes, but oh wait, did I get a text?
I'm gonna do the show now. I heard you guys making fun of me.
Nope, 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 nope. It was someone. It was someone more important.
Damn.
Oh, he won't listen back to this. That's the funny part.
Shit. It's not streaming. Who cares?
What?
Where's Too bad D can't be on this thing to do it. So
But
yeah.
that's who was texting me. She's busy right now.
Alrighty, let's get this show on the road.
All right,
I guess
well,
the XFL.
we have the topic on the bottom. Yes, the XF fucking L is officially back in 2020.
In 2020.
2020 is the first game.
All right. So Alpha Entertainment, right?
Yes, Vince McMahon put $100 million of his own money.
Well, not his own money. It's a WWE stock.
Well, yeah, he took 100. Yeah, well, still his money.
Okay.
Technically, you think about it, his money that he invested and made $100 million off of. To open up this new company called Alpha Entertainment.
He says it's gimmick free.
Bullshit. Even the NFL is gimmicks.
No, McMahon says it's gimmick free.
I'm saying, but everything's a gimmick. No matter what. Like, yeah, okay. Him surrounding it around the fans is a gimmick.
Oh, if I could. Too bad we just can't, like. You know what? You can do it.
What? Play?
Throw Vince McMahon's thing on there.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go find it. Pause this. That's fine. I'm actually going to turn that off.
Yeah.
And I will pull up his YouTube
Okay.
thing. I gotta do we have the actual press conference?
No, I see the video. Okay, you know, we don't need that. We don't need the video. We have that right here on ESPN.
Oh no, I'm actually looking for the press conference that he did. Actually, I can go to Facebook and get it. And then I'll do the whole and then we'll go through it. Because the way this sounds very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, and especially with how now the NFL is doing. Could this be something that it won't get as big as the NFL? Not yet, anyway. Not its first year. But could this be something that the NFL feels threatened by and tries to work out a deal to make this, like we talked about, almost a G League?
Mm-hmm.
First things first, we got to see what's going to happen. All right, I don't need the video, but I'll put the audio up.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, God. Why did he say that?
What?
Why?
What did I miss?
Why?
What did I miss?
Okay, you know what? You want? Fuck the video. Fuck the video. I'll read it. Here it comes.
I got the audio right here now.
Okay.
Let me pull up.
Okay, well
What do you want? What do you want to do? You want to... Okay.
all right, I'll read it.
I'll tell you when it actually starts. Yeah, read it.
Or if you're playing the video, play the video.
Okay. Oh, just you know what? Just read it because this shit's gonna be. Is this shit really gonna happen? Yeah, because Chrome apparently does not play on this.
Okay, hell with it. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. WWE founder and chairman Vince McMahon announced Thursday. This is written by Dan Ravel. So
Yes, I saw the article.
yeah. WWE founder and Vince McMahon chairman Vince McMahon announced Thursday he's giving a professional football league, the professional football league, another go. It will be called the XFL, same name as the league. Same name as the league McMahon and NBC tried for one season in 2001, but it won't rely on flashy cheerleaders and antics as its predecessor did. McMahon said he is the sole funding source of the league, which is slated to begin January 2020. January, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna start. Well, I think spring training is gonna start in January.
Okay.
Could you call it spring? You know what I mean.
Well, the season does.
Training is gonna start there because it's.
All right. Its first season will have 8 teams around the country playing a 10-week schedule.
Yep.
The initial outlay of money is expected to be around $100 million, the same amount of WWE stock Vince McMahon sold last month and funneled into Alpha Entertainment, the company he founded for the project. I wanted to do this since the day we stopped the other one, McMahon told ESPN in an exclusive interview, a chance to do it with no partners, strictly funded by me, which would allow me to look in the mirror and say, you were the one who screwed this up, or you were the one who made this thing a success.
I like that. I like that whole.
Right. Yeah, but hold on. McMahon told reporters on Thursday afternoon that he has no initial talks with media entities, of course. On one mark of the new league, McMahon said will be faster games. The ideal running time, he said, would be 2 hours. How the hell are you going to do that?
Take out halftime.
So players don't even get a chance to rest.
No,
okay.
it's just go. Which means that there could be lighter pads too.
Why don't you just cut the top? Well, if he wants faster games, instead of 15 minutes, why don't you just cut the quarters to 12?
We don't know if that's going to be a thing. He hasn't come out with the full.
Or instead of 3 timeouts, they only get 2 timeouts.
I know there might be. I think they've also talked about limiting the amount of commercials that are.
That would work it. That would definitely do it.
I think you might get a shorter halftime, and then he's going to limit the amount of commercials, or there's going to be no commercials for the people because apparently he's trying to work on possibly tying it in with a streaming service.
Okay. Anyway, as for the timing of the announcement, 2 years before the league's debut, many might point to McMahon's relationship with Donald Trump, who this fall criticized the NFL for allowing its players to kneel and sit during the national anthem. McMahon said players in his league will not be given the forum to take a personal stance while on the playing field. McMahon's wife, Linda, has the small business administration in Trump's cabinet.
Which, by the way, you know what that means? Vince ain't doing the national anthem.
No, he's probably going to still do the national anthem,
but no one's going to be out on the field.
He said, people don't want social and political issues coming into play when they're trying to be entertained, McMahon said. We want someone who wants to take a knee to do their version of that on their personal time. I'm like, okay. Despite his relationship with President Trump, McMahon told reporters he had no idea whether Trump will support this.
Probably, no offense, he probably will.
Yeah, McMahon said being the only owner of all the teams will allow him to do whatever he wants. Oh God.
Which is interesting. To see what happens with that. That's an interesting segment.
So that's horrible.
No. I'm saying, but here's the thing: if the people turn on him, it is his fault then.
All right, hold on. We'll get into this. The only owner of all the teams, I can say here are the rules, And as long as you are playing football in this stadium for us, you follow those rules. Why is this such a fucking issue? McMahon also said he would preclude any player with a criminal record. Okay, yeah, okay. We are evaluating a player based on many things, including the quality of human being they are. If you have any sort of criminal record or commit a crime, you aren't playing in this league. McMahon was asked by reporters specifically about Johnny Manziel, Colin Kaepernick, and Tim Tebow playing the XFL. Manziel, the former Texas A&M quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner, had some legal issues. Manziel was charged with a misdemeanor that carried the penalty of up to a year in jail and $4,000 fine after he was accused of hitting and threatening a former girlfriend, but he reached a dismissal agreement that ultimately could clear him of the charges. You want someone who does not have any criminality associated whatsoever with them. So even if you have a DUI, you will not play in the XFL. Yeah, okay.
Well, there goes the, remember how we were talking about this? There goes your idea of family friendly.
You will not play in the XFL, McMahon told reporters. So that will probably eliminate some of them. Not all of them. If Tim Tebow wants to play, he can very well play. Manziel tweeted at McMahon to express his interest to playing in the league. XFL 2020. Yeah, okay, that ain't gonna happen. He's got a misdemeanor.
I think if anything, Tebow has the best chance. Yeah. Tebow's going to be your fucking golden boy for this league.
Yeah. And then he says it's extremely important now we have time, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was a big thing now, because before he only had 6 months to put it together. The first one.
All right. One of the reasons McMahon thinks that he will be able to succeed 19 years after the league first failed is because he said television ratings no longer dictate success. Okay. Oh boy.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, you know what? We'll get into it.
One of the ways that McMahon envisions enticing major media partners is to offer them something the NFL hasn't: more creative feeds of the same game. I don't think people want to see the same thing when they're streaming as they see on television, McMahon said. That's boring. I think fans want it shot in a totally different way, and I think there's an immersive opportunity. Oh, God, here we go again with this. McMahon said seeing the NFL's troubles, which include a second consecutive year of decline in ratings, didn't have to do with the timing of his announcement. Oh my God.
I think it had
many wrong things.
It had everything to do with the timing of your announcement, Vince.
Oh, all right, hold on. This is just ridiculous. All right, hold. The start of this league has nothing to do with the NFL's trouble, McMahon said. What has happened there is their business, and I'm not going to knock those guys. But I'm going to learn from their mistakes as anyone would if they were tasked with reimagining a new football league. NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy told ESPN that the league will have no comment on McMahon's upstart league. Over the next couple of months, the XFL will announce the 8 cities expected to be large and medium-sized markets where the team will play. Team names will follow. Every city's on our radar. Then will come the selection of the players for 40-man rosters. Hold on. Salaries will be determined, but McMahon said players will make more money for winning. To me, that's common sense, McMahon said. Everyone in America lives when they perform.
If not, you're fired.
When they perform, they get a raise or bonus. That's capitalism. Although the season is only 10 weeks, McMahon said the contract will be a 52-week job so players can work themselves in the communities where they play. It is not clear whether star players should they garner national attention will be able to jump to the NFL. One thing we are not is a developmental league for the NFL, McMahon said. Yeah, of course he's going to say that shit. But they are. McMahon said he decided to go with the XFL name even though his new league won't provide the same gimmicks that were both a hallmark and a black mark on the original league. Quite frankly, I looked at a number of things, but nothing resonated like the XFL. There's only so many things that have FL at the end of it that could already taken. But we aren't going to have much of what XFL had, including the cheerleaders who aren't really part of the game anymore. The audience wants entertainment with football, and that's what we're going to give them. Oh, God. No, see, cheerleaders are nice in football. It's just when you had scantily clad cheerleaders and you had cameras in the locker rooms. That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. And hence why they also decided to say, fuck it, we're going to go to WWE New York and do half our shows.
Yeah, oh my God. That means popular names such as Tebow, the 2007 Heisman Trophy winner, won't be given priority just because they are marketable. Everyone will come in on an even playing field. Bullshit. That is so much
Well,
fucking
here's the thing.
bullshit.
Here's the thing. The way Tebow's playing baseball right now, he might not even want to come.
That is still bullshit, regardless.
Oh, agreed.
Maybe in a certain city, having an old college quarterback would make sense, but only if he's the best option, McMahon said. It's the wrong thing to do just for marketing. McMahon told reporters that unlike the last XFL, he doesn't have any plans to be visible during the league's games or with the league's content. Similarly, McMahon said there will be no crossover with league and WWE talent unless they really need it. Let's be honest.
Honestly, I call bullshit because you don't think fucking Roman Reigns isn't going to be on a fucking sideline? He's a former NFL player. You don't think The Rock is going to be in a game if it's in Miami?
Yeah.
Bullshit. You don't think if they do one in Dallas, Austin ain't showing up?
My God.
And not even the fact that they're not going to be there. I'm just saying they're going to be fans of this probably too, especially if it's in fucking Orlando.
Oh God. Okay. So let's pick apart some of this here because this is chock full of wrong. I mean, we're a progressive society, and all right, first off, players won't receive the forum to take personal stance on social issues on playing field. So are you just not going to do the national anthem?
There's a great question.
Are you not going to do the national anthem? Or if you're going to do it, are you going to televise it? Or are you going to say to every player, since you own all the teams, that, you know, that's, it's like, if you don't stand, all right, well, first off, nobody with a criminal record. So there goes 75% of anybody that's really any good that's not in the NFL.
I mean, how many people in the original XFL that we know had criminal records?
Oh, a good number.
Well, the good news is all right. So hold on, I'm writing stuff down.
This is all right because you need guys that the NFL are not going to take, right? So, like I was saying, there's a ton of good undrafted free agents, that unfortunately don't make it to NFL teams. But one of the big reasons why they don't make it is because there's a quote unquote character issue from their past. Whether they stole a pack of gum or they got a DUI accidentally going to a bar or whatever. According to Vince McMahon and the XFL, they wouldn't be able to
First off, bullshit. We know Vince is going to be lenient with who he brings into the league. We know if you fucking have a bad, like if you have a fucking bad criminal record, like Ray Rice ain't playing in this fucking league.
The thing is, Ray Rice. All right, first off, Ray Rice, as much as people bang on him, when it comes down to the law, he was found innocent.
I know, but I'm saying is like if you're gonna say like in Vince's league, he still can get a job in the NFL.
Well, Ray Rice also doesn't have a criminal record. As much as people bang on Ray Rice, he doesn't have a criminal record.
Like,
as much as people bang on Ray Rice that he beat his wife, they forget that his wife hit him first. So therefore, in the law, even though how wrong it is, we can say how wrong it is morally, but in the eyes of the law, it is still self-defense.
Right. Now, who would be okay? So, all
right. First off, if Tim Tebow is in the XFL or Johnny Manziel is in the XFL, I guarantee that Vince will push marketing around them like you won't believe.
Oh yeah.
And what he will do, since he is the owner of all the teams, he will make sure those two teams are stacked. If people are all right, people are saying no gimmicks, that this is going to be real football, real American football. The problem is when you're an owner and you own all the teams, how are you going to do that? And you have certain star players that, you're like, oh yeah, I want these guys to really do good. I want these guys, they need to be pushed. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your WWE creative booking or whatever.
That's what I think. I think that's
And what
what
you're going to do,
a
yeah, what
lot
you're
of
going
us.
to do,
That's
you're
what
going
a
to
lot of us are
stack them.
afraid of. I think
You're
there's
going
going
to
to be
stack the teams.
what people are afraid of is that he's going to rig, quote unquote, rig.
Yeah, you can quote unquote rig the league. Basically, you stack the teams. It's not like, it's not like any franchise, like how Golden State stacked their squad or how Cleveland stacked their squad or whatever, through years. No, you could just go, okay, you go here, you go here. You're over here. You're over here. If there's no owners, there's no GMs. That means how's there going to be a fair draft?
That we know of. We don't. I have a feeling you're gonna get GM because he doesn't want to be in the spotlight. So you're probably gonna get GMs and coaches and stuff like that.
Okay, I hope you do. But if he's the owner, if he's like the Jerry Jones thing, what he could basically do, he could take
Well,
his guy.
I think what he means owner, and I'm hoping I'm not reading into this wrong. I'm thinking owner. I'm thinking like commissioner.
I don't know, but I mean,
Like
if he
he's the owner of the league. I don't think he's going to be the owner of the team. God, I hope not, because this won't last a year.
Because if he owns all the teams, what he could do,
It's
like
roller. It turns into rollerball 2.0.
No, if he has Tebow and Manziel on two different teams and he wants them to meet in the championship or whatever,
he'll do it.
He can try to stack the deck to the point where Tebow and Manziel have the best teams, and they, and if they lose because of something, whatever, they lose, then it happens. But he can do what his damnedest to stack the deck.
Right.
And that's a problem when you say, oh, I am the sole owner. You could own the league, but you don't own all the teams. I mean, you need to have some team owners. You need to have that.
I'm hoping he just misworded himself.
I don't know. All right, 40-man rosters. If you have a 40-man rosters and a 2-hour game time goal, big problem. And you say, and people go, oh, he's going to cut out halftime. If you cut out time for players to rest for a 40-man roster, you're going to have another problem, even in a 10-game season.
Right.
Injuries are going to pile up like you won't believe.
Right. It's definitely interesting.
I mean, come on. 2 of your star players got hurt in the first game and the first scrum. Yeah, the scrum, not even a kickoff. I
think that's gone. Hopefully.
Yeah, 40-man rosters, guys are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's what's going to happen. People are going to get hurt. Anyone with a criminal record is precluded from playing. So, all right. So you're already talking most of the guys from D1 that would have a shot aren't going to have a shot because you have that stupid stringent rule. Sorry to say it's a stupid stringent rule that if somebody had a DUI or he was arrested, for drunk in public or whatever, all of a sudden they're not going to play. So that leaves guys from the Ivy League, D2 and D3 that ain't that great.
Right. Again, it should be. We got to see what the hell they're going to do, because I have no idea right
now. All right. Because here's the biggest problem. It seems that Vince doesn't get what was the biggest problem with the XFL. The biggest problem with the XFL wasn't the trashy cheerleaders. And the reason why he had to do the outlandish antics is because of the same problem he's going to run into this time that it seems that he's not addressing. The football just wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't good at all. I mean,
now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Was the XFL a big part of basketball history or football history? Yes.
In the presentation of the game, which I don't know what he wants. He said, "Oh, owners don't." All right, if you put a helmet cam on somebody and they watch that, it's going to be like watching Hardcore Henry. No,
I think you're going to get more things like pylon cams, sideline cam, like the cameras that are going to be in the first down markers. I think you're going to get more of those kind of innovation out of this.
But the thing is, you don't there's one problem when a viewer's watching a game like that. You don't see everything.
Well, that's the thing too. I think they're gonna pull, since you know how WWE works very closely now with ESPN, right?
Yeah.
I think they are going to, and ESPN during the national title game always has those first down cams.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take a lot of stuff. ESPN's going to help them out, and they're going to be giving them a lot of their stuff, like pylon cam, stuff like that, and they're going to stream, kind of like how ESPN does with the national title game, is going to stream different angles. So you can watch it from different areas of the field.
I mean, I could see that, but what he's saying is like, oh, but most viewers want to see the normal view they watch because they can see everything.
Well, I think you're going to get that, but I think he's going to do something different. He's going to do something that's going to be innovative. He's done it. He did it the first time. He's going to try to do it again.
Yeah, it's one thing to try to do it again, to try to do it with that stuff, but it's still. Here's the thing. Here's the thing he's going to fall into. Here's the problem he's going to fall into. You can shine a turd so many ways.
It's still a turd.
It's still a turd.
Well,
which means if the football is bad, it's still bad football.
Well, there's the problem. There is the $1 million question: is how are the games going to be played? Are the games going to how are the games going to be faster? Are they going to be like, first off, the greatest thing that Vince has right now is he's going to have technology for concussions and stuff like that. It's the greatest thing in the world to have Chris Nowinski as one of the biggest fucking brain biggest brain technicians in America. So I think you're gonna get.
You think? I mean, do you really think he's gonna go crazy with the concussion technology? I don't.
I think he's gonna put new technology in the helmets. I think you're gonna. I think he's going to be getting help from Nowinski as much as possible.
There's already a helmet that is basically almost the best technology you're gonna get for anti-concussions.
I understand that, but I'm saying
that's the Vice's one.
Yeah, but I think
that's the Vice's helmet, and you're not gonna get better than that.
Well, I think they're gonna try. Vince might not try, but I think Nowinski is definitely gonna try.
Why is Nowinski's probably the one that helped with that?
Probably.
I mean, you can't get better than that. So are you gonna shell out and say all the XFL guys are going to wear Vices 1 helmets? No. They're going to find somebody or whatever. Here's my biggest problem with the XFL, again, was the football was bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they had to worry about the cheerleaders. That's why they had to do the dumb interviews. That's why they had to do things to get people to laugh and shit like that. Because when it came down to it, the football was just plain bad.
Well, that's going to be the $1 million question for this. Is going to be how well is the football, and especially if they're going to start right during, and especially if what they're saying is true, they're starting right in the middle of the fucking playoffs.
All right, so again, if they do start that, again, saying any player with a criminal record, all right, so automatically guys who get drunk in public and get, zip tied or whatever, that is a criminal record. Any misdemeanor, so Johnny Manziel's gone.
I think he's.
Here's the thing.
I think if his words,
if he's going to him and haw on this, the press is going to eat him alive.
Right. Well,
because he goes, no criminal record. All of a sudden, first guy, Johnny Manziel's going to play. And then it's like, Johnny Manziel's going to play. So, wait a minute. So he doesn't believe in a second chance. So basically now he's just become as boorish as Trump.
Right.
Which doesn't help.
No.
Which doesn't help his cause whatsoever.
Like I said,
and then players won't receive the form to take a personal stance on social issues on the playing field. So you can't wear a band, you can't do anything. Okay, that makes all right, so now you have other players that have talent. Again, if you have to look outside the NFL pool. You have to basically look at the players who are going to be cut from NFL teams because of character issues or whatever. In other words, basically, if you want this league to do something, you basically have to have it be the bad news bears of football.
Yeah, the worst of the best.
The best of the worst.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, worst of the best or what? You're gonna have some of these guys with character issues. Maybe a guy did hold up a liquor store or whatever, and he wants a second chance. I mean, if that's the case, then you have to maybe put in their contract they have to do these programs or whatever, like how the Philadelphia Eagles did with Michael Vick.
Well, I think also what helps with that is what you said, that the contracts are not going to be 10 weeks, correct? You said it's going to be a year, 1-year contract.
A 1-year contract, so they could fit in their community. Well, then what they should do in the contract, if somebody did have a problem
ding,
like
ding,
that,
ding, ding, you're already about to say what I'm about to say.
Right. Write it in. But the thing is, McMahon basically said any player with a criminal record will be precluded from playing, which means if they go after Johnny Manziel or somebody else, or even a Gray Hardy or whatever.
Or Kaepernick, and I mean, Kaepernick doesn't have a record, but you get what I mean.
Kaepernick doesn't have a record at all.
Well, no, I'm saying with the protests and stuff like that.
Yeah, the social issue. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly. So automatically right there. So basically, this has become a very, how can I put it? This is the alt-right Republican League. It's what it is. Let's be honest. This is the white guy that didn't want to. This is the white guy that wanted to play pro football, but he's not good enough to make it the NFL league.
This is the beer league.
Basically.
Which, you know what? It could be fun.
This is the league. This is the league for players that think that arena football is beneath them. Or the CFL is beneath them when the CFL...
Oh, that's another thing, too. They're probably going to take a lot of guys from the CFL.
No, they're not. No, they're not. If I'm having a choice of playing the XFL or the CFL, I'm playing the fucking CFL.
Depends on how much... I'm saying it depends on how much they're paying them.
Well, also the CFL has a history, and the CFL is not a new upstart league that is, trying to find its way with all these dumb rules that make no sense.
Right.
Because, and again...
Well, that's the one thing that... You know what the one thing the XFL is going to have over the CFL is going to be the television. The American television. CFL has some, but not a lot.
Okay.
But
the CFL's on Canada, and the CFL's on in Canada, and if NFL scouts want to watch it, if NFL scouts want your tape, they're more than welcome to do it, because the CFL's not going to hold anybody back from joining the NFL.
Right.
Where McMahon's like, we are not an NFL developmental league. Yes, you are. The only problem is you're a shitty one.
As of right now, you're still... The stigma right now is still the first XFL.
That's not even a stigma anymore. Now with this whole thing of no criminal record, no this and that, no social media.
Right, it's where does your political views end and where does the football actually begin?
Yeah. No criminal record, no social media, or no social issues or whatever. So anybody, if you were, arrested for being drunk in public, all of a sudden now you're gone. So basically now you're looking at Division II, Division III, Division I AA. And when they did that last time, the football was bad.
Listen, I think if that happens and if this happens the first season and it's bad, yeah, it's going to change.
Well, the biggest problem with the XFL was never like, you could say, the cheerleaders, it was this. But why did you have...
You said it was the football.
Why did you have to go at the cheerleaders? Why did you have to do all these dumb things? Was because the quality of football was bad. I mean, did you watch a game?
Yes. Oh, I watched plenty.
It was terrible.
But I was, at the same time, I was a huge fucking fan of it. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Even though it was bad, I enjoyed it.
I laughed at it.
I can't believe it. I'm surprised that it lasted as long as it did.
And the one game that was awesome, they cut away to a bore fest.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. You have to make sure that these games are played in full.
No, it was the worst. It's like we have to watch New York and Chicago bore the hell out of us when Las Vegas and San Francisco are playing amazing. You know, and they cut away, and they cut back to that. Well, first it was that, and then they had on another station that you couldn't find anywhere. You know, that game, and then they put it there, and they showed Jr. and King doing it, and it was awesome. And then they cut back to the regular guys, and it was boring as hell. And the announcers even knew it was boring.
Well, now
as
there's
hell.
another question too: is who is going to do the who would you put as your announcers for this?
Ugh.
Ronaldo and Jr.
Wait, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna use any WWE guys. I don't know.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: Jr. is technically not a WWE guy anymore. Neither is Ronaldo. Ronaldo is still doing the MMA stuff, so he could contract both of them, and they can still do their own thing. I think also, but that's the thing: Jr. knows football, and Ronaldo will be a good color guy.
But he's a fight guy. He's not a football guy. I mean, if you want to take it seriously, like, see, this is the issue that it's gonna fall in, and this is the problem.
But at the same time, you're not gonna get a John Gruden. What are you gonna have? Fucking Larry. Fuck, what's his name?
Get Gus Johnson.
Yeah, okay, you could do that. Yeah.
That's the only guy that makes sense. But see, this is the
I have
issue.
a feeling that you're gonna get a lot of guys from ESPN. I could see fucking for some reason. Don't ask me why I see this name. I could see Coach doing something with this.
Yeah. I have a feeling high school football is going to be more interesting than this.
Listen, here's the thing though. No matter how many people, no matter what we can say, he had the internet fucking buzzing.
Yeah, he did. He did, because everybody's like, oh my God, the XFL. Remember, it was nostalgia. What's going to happen? People are going to watch like they did before for the first week, nostalgia. And then they're going to realize it's a bad game. And they're going to be like, fuck this.
Here's the thing though. Could it be any worse than what the NFL has given us in the last couple months?
Oh my God. All right. The NFL is not that. All right. The
No,
NFL
there were
compared
some-
to this.
there were some games that were good.
No. The NFL compared to this is going to be Georgia versus Alabama every week. Straight up. The NFL compared to this is going to be New Orleans, Carolina every week.
Well, I'll tell you this. You know one thing. No matter what, we'll still be here, and we will report it.
All right. How come? Here's what I wonder. Because everybody always says the NBA is crap, and then they talk about and one. How come and one doesn't have a league?
They used to.
What happened to it? People realized that the basketball was bad after you got past the tricks.
The basketball got bad because there was more Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, again, like I said, because they couldn't compete on the level of an NBA.
Street ball was never going to.
So what did they do? So what did they do? They relied on street ball tricks. And as soon as the street ball tricks got old, people left it.
You know what I had fun watching back in the day? It was a street ball. It was when they would do what the Globetrotters used to do. And it was just a group of 15 guys going town to town doing charity shows. That was when it was fun, because then it was more like the Harlem Globetrotters. It was a show, yes, but at the same time, it was like it was there. It was just, you knew what you were getting.
There's only one game, one team sport really, that you could field a team of scrubs and it could be just as entertaining, if not more entertaining, than the pro sport.
Baseball?
There you go. Baseball. You throw.
Hockey?
No. You throw, you hit. You throw, you hit. You throw, you hit. The only thing with a bunch of scrubs, maybe you might get more people hitting.
That's a good thing, though, especially for Major League.
Yeah.
You'd rather have scrubs hitting because
Yeah,
if they're hitting, that means that more runs are being scored. That means there's more entertainment. Granted, it might make the games longer, but
yeah. All right, so I got a name for the XFL since he's saying no player with a criminal record, none of this, blah 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 blah, and he's gonna be. You know what's gonna be called? The SFL.
the shit.
The SFL, the Scrub Football League. Because that's all it's gonna be playing scrubs.
Well, what name do you got?
They're gonna try to go after. They're gonna try to go after Tebow, and if they do go after Tebow, his whole thing of I'm not gonna put a bunch of marketing behind a guy just because he's a star player. Bullshit. If you get Tebow, you're gonna throw him out front and center.
I would pay to see him not put any marketing behind Tebow.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And the only reason he wants Tebow is because Tebow has the Christian thing. It's nothing to do with how he plays or nothing. It's because of the Christian thing. So to say that this league is not political is a bunch of bullshit. Because automatically what he just said was, oh, we don't want this. We don't want that. That's political right there. That's completely political positions. So just call this the Republican Football League. Seriously, call it that because it's political positioning right off the bat. In his first unveiling, he's already hit a major political stance right off the bat. So politics is a huge part of it.
I mean,
you can't bullshit that. You
Vince.
cannot bullshit that.
It's Vince, so you know he's gonna have something regarding some form of politics.
Yeah, he just did right there.
Yeah.
He basically just made any Trumper happy. Like any idiot that like, I'll burn my jersey, I'll burn this because fuck the NFL. All of a sudden you got, yeah, the XFL's so good, the XFL's so good, and then it's gonna be shitty football, and then they're gonna try to pump it, then they're gonna try to freaking defend it because
guess what?
It's our moral stance. Look at them nice white people playing football. Fuck you.
Guess what? We will have every right then to rip that fucking thing apart. Because yes,
ripping it right now.
Because listen. I love the XFL. I love the XFL. Even I love bad football. I love bad sports sometimes. I don't like boring sports. I like bad.
I like bad football when it's hilariously bad, when they're making follies, but not bad football when it's 3 and out.
Three and out. Yeah, when it's like watching the fucking Jets. It's like watching the Jets circa 2002.
Or when a team, plays defense like the Raiders in 2007. Or when not 2007, sorry, 2014.
Yeah, okay. Like,
yeah.
Like, it could be... Okay, first off, there's two things that have to be a big thing. A, where's it going to be? What cities are they putting in? Because if there's one in Jersey, I'll take a look at it. There's one in Jersey and Philly. Maybe I'll shoot down to Philly, or you shoot up to Jersey. We go to a game just to see.
Well, also it's ticket price. You can't have a massive ass ticket price.
Oh no, these better be like $30 tickets.
It's football for the football fan, but right now it looks like it's football for the Republican.
This better be $200 front row.
Dude, right now this is the GOPFL.
Get it.
The Grand Old Party FL. That's what it is right now.
Now don't get me wrong. Do I think this has a chance? Yes. Listen, anything can have a fucking chance. Especially if Vince is smart and uses... Listen, he says, oh, it's going to have no ties to WWE. You're a fucking moron.
Well,
this thing should be streaming every fucking Saturday live. First off, they should be Saturday games over the spring, and they should be live on the fucking network.
Yeah, good luck with that. Because he doesn't want to have the whole thing of wrestling is going to hurt it. But then, you're basically
Wrestling's
making the
gonna
Republican Football League.
Wrestling's gonna fucking help it. That's the funny part. I don't think he understands. Wrestling's gonna help that in a way that it's gonna get eyes. You have a network that has over a fucking million people. Plus, you get it fucking worldwide.
Yeah, not to mention, half the people really big on your network are, I hate to say it, Trump supporters.
That or ex-NFL or... Dude, I'm sorry. But I don't like the guy, but fucking Corbin is a ex-NFL guy. Roman Reigns is a ex-NFL guy. Brock fucking Lesnar played in the NFL.
Yeah, in a preseason.
Yeah, Goldberg. Maybe
Yeah.
the biggest NFL guy is what? Goldberg, would you say? The biggest guy that was NFL that was...
Yeah, because Goldberg actually played regular season.
Yeah. I'm going to drop a name, and you're going to laugh at this. Do you remember Ricky Ortiz?
Yeah.
Remember where he came from?
Yeah.
The XF fucking L.
Okay. So did Rod Smart.
But yes, oh my god.
See, here's the thing: if you're not going to allow players to express to be themselves, but I mean, what you're going to have, nobody has a criminal record. You're going to have the All God Network, and people are going to really get mad.
Remember the last time Vince tried to make fun of God?
No, it's not going to be making fun. It's going to be players like Rory.
I'm making a joke about it. Remember Shawn Michaels' God?
Yeah, imagine if it's just a whole League of Tebows.
No one's gonna watch it.
See, this is the issue with the XFL. This is the problem the XFL is going to have. It's, first off, nobody this, nobody that. He already has these stringent rules sounding like Donald Trump, and it's destined to fail. It is, all right, already, hold on. Based on that thing, I mean, I should be giving it at that, but instead I'm giving it a...
No.
And the follow-up.
Wow, okay. They don't even need the sound bites for that. I think everyone knows what the fuck was going on.
And
Y'all got no heart.
and if he says like another thing like da 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 and no players da, 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 it's I'm sorry. Right now, I mean right now, the way, if he's talking like that, right now the roster of the Citadel could beat an XFL team.
All right, let's not go that far.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, isn't it?
Let's not go that far.
The fucking Citadel. Come on.
Come on, man. Listen. Is it something that he got the fucking public talking about? Yes, he did his job. Now just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Please.
Like, you want to bring it back, fine, but it better be more entertaining in college. Which, good luck with that, because the NFL has a problem, being more entertaining in college.
The one good thing that has going on for this is you're doing it in the spring.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of this is going to be, because come to find out, Vince ain't losing his... He's still doing his day-to-day for WWE.
Uh-huh.
So let's have fun with that one.
All right, I guess we're done with the XFL here, right?
Yes.
It is time for the Porties.
And I just flipped over. We spent a good fucking hour
talking about the XFL.
Yeah.
And if Scrocky wants to come on Monday and talk about the XFL, we'll do it again.
Yes, because hopefully there'll be more news.
Yeah, and Dale can talk about it.
Yes. There's that. Get rid of that. Put that up. All right. All right. Where do we want to start?
I don't know. You